So if you were asked, what is your dream job? I think most people would answer traveling the globe and experiencing all the beauty and culture that the world has to offer, and yes, be paid for it. Well, Louis Cole is a man who's managed to do exactly that. Hailing from the UK, he's one of the world's most popular vloggers, and more than 2 million people subscribe to his YouTube channel, Fun for Louis, and follow him as he inspires through traveling the world and documenting his adventures. Let's take a quick look at that.
Welcome to my channel. We are cruising at 11,000 feet and me and my friend JP are flying this tiny plane around the entire world. We've been staying with locals, learning about different cultures, and the aim for me is to share the diverse and beautiful world that we live in. So if you want to join us on the biggest adventure of our lives, make sure you hit subscribe.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fun for Louis! Give a round of applause. Louis Cole is in the studio. Exciting to have you here. I just asked you now while we were watching that, can you believe this is your life?
Yeah, it is kind of mad sometimes. Those clips were just from the one trip I did last year, but yeah, it's kind of unreal, and I feel privileged to be able to live this life. It's cool, yeah.
Am I right in saying that you were one of the first YouTubers to kind of make it mainstream and turn what we know as this phenomenon of YouTubers into a reality back in the day, right?
Yeah, so I think like 2012 was like a year where there was this big kind of sudden, I guess the world found out about YouTube, and I was lucky enough to be on that train as it was leaving the station, so.
But what was life like before Fun for Louis? What was life like for Louis? Was it still fun?
Obviously, yeah. I just now get to share it with a bigger audience and get to have adventures and, have this global platform, which is really exciting.
But what were you doing before then?
Oh, I mean, I was doing lots of things. I was still travelling a lot and trying to look at ways to live alternative to the 9-to-5 kind of thing. So I think I was always kind of pushing the boundaries.
And then when you did get started, take me through that. I mean, there's lots of youngsters out there that dream of the stuff that you're doing, not just in the travel sense, but being able to generate content that is authentic and true to them and put it out to a global audience who might be like, yes, I want to be one of those 2 million people that subscribe to the channel. So how did you get started?
It was, I mean, it's quite a long story of how I got into YouTube. It started, I was making some kind of extreme eating videos of me eating weird things, and then that kind of brought a lot of attention. But that was for me, suddenly I found out about this world where there's loads of different YouTube channels making like comedy sketches, music videos, all different kinds of content. And that's when I thought, oh, I could do anything really, as long as it'd be something people would be interested in. So yeah, then I met a few friends that were doing different things, started just filming my life every day, whether it was traveling or going to cool events and things, and that's how it kind of all got started. So. And
what about growing that audience? Was it a specific moment that kind of broke it for you and you all of a sudden went from like 1,000 to 100,000, or did it gradually grow, you know, kind of gathering momentum through time?
Yeah, I think it's been a gradual thing. I think it helped a lot the time when I got into YouTube. It was, like I said, when there was this like sudden awareness about YouTube and loads of people were trying to find content, and there was nowhere near as many channels and videos happening back then. But I still think it's an exciting platform and way to kind of live your dream and make whatever you want to and show it to the world.
We're watching scenes from your recent trip where you traveled to 22 countries in a single-engine Cessna right over there with one of your very good mates who's a pilot. What was that adventure like, and what lies in the future for you?
So this was like a 3-month trip that we've been planning for years. My friend JP's a pilot, and we managed to circumnavigate the world, which only a few hundred people have ever done, so I thought that was pretty exciting. And also make a documentary from it, which I'm currently still in the editing process of, so that was really cool. And I think that's kind of fulfilled my need for like the big grand adventures for the moment. I'm sure I'll be doing lots in the future, but it's nice to kind of just settle for a little bit. So I've been here in Cape Town for like 2 months now, just yeah, just
stay a little bit
relaxing,
longer,
having some
man.
local adventures.
Stay a little bit longer, have some more local adventures. Film them, put them on your YouTube channel, and of course, if you want to follow you, it's all at Fun for Louis.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff, man. Thank you so much for joining us,
Awesome.
and
It's
thank you
great
for
to be
sharing
here.
your adventures with us. Ladies and gentlemen, Louis Cole on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Amazing, amazing.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
What a time to be alive. And speaking and keeping it international, earlier on we met YouTuber extraordinaire, if you will, Louis Cole, who's the host of his channel on YouTube called Fun for Louis, boasting over 2 million subscribers. Take that into your coffee this morning. But Louis often also features a very special lady in his life, his girlfriend Raya, who sometimes surprises him and features him while he's not aware. Take a look at this quickly.
Hey, I'm Raya, and this is hopefully the story of how I'm gonna surprise my boyfriend. My boyfriend Louis is currently doing a 3-month trip around the world in a 6-seater plane with his friend and pilot, JP. Over the past 2 months, I've only seen him twice for about 24 hours each, so it's been really brutal, but we have been talking about where we can meet up along the way, and the place that we've been saying for a while is Australia. As far as he knows, I've applied for my visa and I'm waiting to see if I get it. The truth is, I already have my visa and I'm actually planning to surprise him in Bali, which is where they're going to be right before they go to Australia. And JP said that I could fly with them from Bali to Australia and spend that whole time with them as well.
Cool, go for it. Got you! What? Oh my gosh, what the heck? Oh, I had no idea. Oh my gosh. Oh,
That is absolutely priceless. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the most surprising girlfriend of the year, Raya Aicheva. Hey, hey. Thanks for joining us. Great to have you here. That look spoke for itself.
it was amazing, yeah.
Oh my gosh. So does this usually happen? I mean, you travel a lot, and you part of what you do as well is travel and blogging about travel as well.
Yeah.
Do you make plans to surprise each other like this very often?
I'm more into surprises than he is. I'm trying to get him to surprise me more, but...
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
To be fair, I did once fly out
Yeah.
and surprise her for her birthday like a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
You guys look like the most amazing couple enjoying the most incredible experiences of life together. Where did this all start? Dare I say it started on YouTube? Please don't say it did.
No, we met in New York before. I didn't even really have an Instagram or anything then. I was just like a normal person, and I met him and yeah, saw this crazy life that he was living, and I was like, wow, this looks like the dream life, and I'd love to try it out.
The moment we met
Yeah.
is actually on camera as well,
Yeah.
because I was like arriving, vlogging, and then, you know, met Raya, and I didn't know at that point we were going to be together.
But obviously, doing what you're doing, traveling a lot, people always speak about like distance in a relationship. It's a problem, but you guys seem to be handling it pretty well. Does it help that you both are travelers? How do you make it work when you are apart from each other for such a long time, Raya?
It helps a lot that I'm doing my own thing as well. I think if he were like to go off on this 3-month trip and I was just sitting at home waiting for him, I think that would be really tough. But going on my own trips and stuff, doing my own jobs, I think helps keep me busy. And it helps a lot that he makes these daily videos, because when you miss someone but you get to watch like 15 minutes of their day every day,
Absolutely.
it helps a lot.
Yeah. What's your time in Cape Town been like? We're seeing some of the footage from Instagram right now of you guys looking like you're having the most amazing... Like, who's out there taking these pictures of you, first of all? Because
A penguin. An amazing
What is
photographer.
to take? No, do you travel with a crew?
We have different friends that travel with us, and I think that's a great thing about kind of doing group trips as well. We just had some friends come out and join, and we did loads of adventures, and everyone's got their cameras out, so it's,
Yeah, what's your time been like for you in Cape Town?
Oh my gosh, there's so much to do here. We've already had 2 months, we have less than a month left, and I feel like I've barely even done any of the things I wanted to do. Yeah, you guys are so lucky to get to live here.
We certainly are, and we definitely do love it. So do you find that you guys feed into each other's ideas? Do you talk about concepts that you have for your next travel adventure, and you go, oh babe, do this, babe, do that? I don't even know if you guys call each other babe, but I just said that.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think, again, it's so amazing to have our own channels and our own ideas and our own styles of filmmaking, but like we're able to support each other and help each other with our ideas while, shining in our own way.
Where do you guys see the future of this YouTube thing going? Like, what's the promise in it for youngsters out there who are creatives like you, who have a passion? It might not be travel, it could be music, it could be the arts, it could be the culinary sciences, whatever it might be. Where do you think the future lies in YouTube?
I think for me, like, it's just an amazing platform for anyone to have a voice, and I think that's the great thing about the internet as well. It provides this platform to hopefully spread good messages and positive stuff. It is really competitive because obviously everyone's wanting to do it nowadays. But I still think kind of pursue your dreams. I wouldn't try and aim to get into it from the start as a career. It's amazing that we both have the opportunity to have this as our living, but I think do something you're passionate about and treat it as just a fun thing that you can pursue rather than necessarily a way to make money or something.
Excellent.
And then hopefully that could be a bonus if you do build a big enough audience.
Exactly, especially if you're loving it while doing it. And your secret to being a good travel blogger, vlogger?
I think there was like a switch that went off one time when I was vlogging, and I was like, I just need to get all the numbers out of my head, like who's gonna watch this, and just be like, what would I want to tell my friends back at home, especially on our travel experiences, you know, what would you write home about, what would you write your mom about, your best friend about, and I think the more that, like, when you think of it that way and you just picture your best friend behind the camera, then it's so much easier to just be genuine and yeah, it's
great advice, and I love it. I can't wait to check your stuff out. You can follow at Fun for Louis. You can follow at Raya Was Here, all on all social media platforms. Thanks so much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your time in Cape Town.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Louis and Raya, come on! Woo!
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, it is a Travel Tuesday, so when you speak about where in the world and you're traveling a lot, of course, there's lots and lots of stuff to pack and stuff you forget. You're like, what am I going to do without it? So you can imagine that if you're a professional YouTube vlogger and travel vlogger and blogger, you must consider this very, very carefully. Take a look at how Louis puts together his travel pack.
So guys, after many, many hours, it's actually now dark, it's very late at night, I have managed to set all of the things out that I'm going to be taking with me around the world. There may be some things here actually that I don't end up bringing, but I've laid out pretty much all of the things and I'm attempting to fit them in that bag. Okay guys, we did it. We packed everything into here.
And then you also remember to make your appointment with the chiropractor when you come back from your trip. But okay, Louis, that's incredible, man. You could fit all of those things into your bag. Raya, you must be impressed.
Yeah, I mean, I think because we travel full time, it's actually a little bit easier with packing because all of our belongings fit into our bag. So it's not like, oh, what are we forgetting? It's like literally everything is coming in the bag.
That's insane.
Did you notice how I had no clothes in my bag?
Exactly. So you traveled like
Remember
just to
how I
change
was
your shirt?
traveling before with
Yeah.
I had like all of my tech stuff in here, and then I had just a small plastic bag that I threw some clothes in as like a side bag.
Like, that's what's important, that toiletries and
Exactly
shirts,
what's
who
important.
cares? It's all about that. But you brought your bag with us to show us some of the most essential.
This is the light version of that. So this is just what I could grab this morning, but yeah, I'll show you quickly.
See what you, okay, at least there's an item of clothing in there.
Yeah,
there's
so
a sweater. So.
this is probably normally on a trip for a week or two. This is probably like the amount of clothes I'll bring. Just like like a sweater, some shorts.
Hide the underwear. It's a family
Hide
show.
the underwear. But then I'd say at least half my bag, if not 2/3 of my bag's like tech stuff. So this is like a drone, like obviously like ways to film things.
Yeah.
And then people don't think about this when you're traveling constantly. Like this is what I'm traveling with for hard drive space at the moment. This is 12 terabytes
The weight of that.
It's pretty weighty.
Oh, wow.
So that's 12 terabytes, and then I've got even more storage on here. These are all like 4 terabyte drives, and then I've got like all my GoPros and like just basically loads of tech gear. And there's tons of wires usually, like loads of cables and power cables. And
How long does packing take you?
At least an hour, I would say, for him.
yeah, I'm just frantic. I'm like, and each time I pack, I still haven't like perfected my method because I'm always getting new pieces of tech.
Yes.
And I'm always like weighing up, like, maybe I don't need to travel with this, and maybe I can like ditch.
It's like
that
a game of
next time.
Tetris every time, for sure.
Trying to fit everything in there. Okay, so tell me, what is the most important thing that when you're traveling you cannot go without? Raya, and for you, Louis, afterwards.
I mean, it's just laptop and camera. Everything else, like, I've had times where all my clothes didn't show up or whatever, and it's like, clothes you can buy, whatever, but laptop, camera, yeah, hard drives, and we're good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd say laptop, other than passport, obviously. Yeah. Passport and bank. Honestly, passport and like bank card are for me, like, because then you can just buy things if you're in an emergency.
Yeah.
But other than those, I'd say your phone could double up as an emergency camera for stuff. Like,
True,
I don't typically use it, but then, yeah, laptop for editing.
And what's the one thing you always manage to forget to pack when you're traveling?
It's gotta be toiletries, like toothpaste and random things, which is normally not a problem, but some countries just don't have the things that we're used to, so it can get tough.
I don't know, because I don't have a home base, it's rare that I forget something because that just means I like left it at a hotel rather than I forgot to pack it from home. So I don't know. I don't typically forget things, but
That's good. Well, I'm glad we've gotten to see the inside of your bag, and clearly doing this thing as a profession, as a living, is more than just the fun that we see, the highlights, the end product. It takes a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication to your craft. So thank you for sharing your journeys with us. And as I said earlier on, you can follow each of them at Fun for Louis, at Raya Was Here, to follow in on their journeys on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter, and all those. Thank you for joining us.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, welcome back to Tuesday morning on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thanks so much for choosing to start the day with us. We are in the privilege of hanging out with international superstars, travel vloggers, Louis and Raya. Now, we found out about their journeys and what they enjoy doing most, but also we're about to find out about what is at their heart, because Louis is the founder of Live the Journey. That's a management agency for travel and lifestyle influencers, and currently he's been working with some talent here in South Africa. He's brought some people over here to do some really, really cool stuff. We actually want to show you what he's been up to. Take a look at this. Cool.
we've just arrived at like a kindergarten, and we're meeting a bunch of kids, local kids. All right. Hello. Molo.
Because once they are five, oh man, beautiful smiles all around. You can just hear by the sound and the level of the noise that everyone was having a good time. And so that is what you guys are doing with Live the Adventure. Katlego, that's what it's called, Live the Adventure. You're not just showing off the beautiful, fancy, glamorous parts of South Africa and Cape Town. You're also going into communities and doing some really great work. Tell me more about what you guys have been up to.
So, Live the Adventure was started just over a year ago. It kind of started off the back of the management team I had, kind of helping me with a lot of the back-end stuff that's involved in being a travel vlogger.
Yeah.
That's Fun for Louis. And yeah, this is the first trip, the clip you just saw was the first trip that we had kind of officially hosting people. We flew different people from around the world, and yeah, we did do a whole variety of things, like a lot of sightseeing things. It would have been cool to do a bit more kind of cultural stuff and kind of social causes.
Yeah.
But we tried to squeeze
had 3 days
Yeah,
in
we
Cape
tried to
Town.
squeeze a lot into Cape Town stuff. But yeah, the aim for us is for this trip was just to involve other big influencers, a lot of other travel Instagrammers and
Yes.
YouTubers, and yeah, I guess create a space where we could make incredible content, but also behind the scenes just connect with one another and chat and kind of try and dream together about how can we do more in the world and change the world for the better.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about Chelsea, Sam, Aggie, Helen, and Zach, some of the people you brought along with you, but if there are South African influencers out there and content creators that want to link up with you and share their ideas of how you can better put out the message, how do they do that? What do you want? What are you looking for?
So we've got a team based here. It's a small team at the moment, but we're looking to expand and get other people on board that we can, I guess some people we can represent exclusively with the management agency, But for me also, it's just about kind of connecting with people as a collective and saying like, how can we collaborate, do projects together?
Yeah.
I would love to spend more time and get to know Cape Town on a deeper level.
Absolutely.
And doing that with other creators is amazing. So
Well, these guys will
yeah.
certainly be able to show you around. Let me invite the rest of the team here and just say thank you so much for joining us today. It's been amazing, and your journeys inspire all of us, especially now that it's Travel Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah, completely, man. No, thank you so much for spending the amount of time that you have in Cape Town as well. That is so special. Really awesome,
great to
man.
be here, isn't it?
Thank you, guys.